Good evening and welcome back to Rome Total War. We are back finally with some House of Julii campaign. I actually took a bit of a break from this game for a while, just because it was getting a bit. I was kind of struggling of what to do next, but now I have decided what I'm going to do next, and that is going to be it's basically going to be starting to build up the armies to start a huge old war with the Brutii. That's going to be the target. They've got quite a lot of armies around the place, and this is where things could get really difficult. But it's kind of the only thing we can do unless we go after the Scipii down here, push through Africa. But then I feel like either way we need to be a bit careful of how we approach this turning point in the game. It's going to be a big section of the game now is going to be fighting our basically other Romans now. So need to be a bit more careful of how I approach it. Palmer's not really okay. We're gonna have to start building an army basically everywhere. So I guess Carthago Nova, you could start pumping out horses. We do 6 turns. We're gonna do 6 turns of I don't need town watch. Um 6 turns of recruitment, I think. Take you to monthly. And you're all building as well. So 6 turns of recruitment will be quite a lot. Cohort take 2 turns to build. What else could you build here? Okay, just a diplomat. Okay, yep. They take that 6 turns, only 3, obviously. Numantia, you could train up a few, can't you? You can. You'll train up archers then. So what we're going to do is build an army, probably 2 armies on basically on every theatre, I guess. Don't need more cavalry. Early legionaries, there we go. There's 6 of these. And that'll be what, 6 plus 6. There's only 20 in a stack, plus 3. So 1 less of the legionaries will do us just fine. Okay, so that's the army that will attack the Scipii. And they'll be led by probably Gaius, or who's got the better command? 5 command, 1 command. Yeah, we'll go for 5 commander. Quintus. Okay, now let's check that everyone is happy. Numatius is on a yellow, so let's just lower that to a normal, keep them happy. Conde Redonum's also on a yellow, but you're fine as you are. Obviously, Londinium, never really happy. You're still on a riot. Don't really have much other ways of doing that. I guess I could just recruit some extra peasants. See if that increases it. Barracum, you're fine. Just rebuild the highways. Deva, you're also fine. So I guess just 2 more peasantry units will do good for you. Tara, you're... Wait, were you green? Okay, yeah, but 2 more units will be fine. Batavarodurum is unhappy. Green, reds. There's reds around the place. I'm not a fan of that. So we'll lower that to low. Keep them happy. Vicus Gothi. Yep. Extras. Repair everything that needs it. And they're still rioting though. That's not good, but it's not really much we can do about it. Okay, yeah, and then obviously these are places that we've just taken. And because you're training up peasantry to... Okay, let's end the turn there then. Oh, you don't really need to be doing that. It's hard to say whether they know that I'm coming for them or not. I don't know if the AI reads your building or not. Okay, rioting there. Betrothed, yep, sure. City expands, Barracum, nice. everywhere's expanding now. We're just at that point in the game. Flash flood, Dacia. Oh, that's not good. Actually, like, not really my position that's in trouble there, so that's fine. Okay, so now we need to start really training up everywhere here as well. So we're going to train. We're up to 5 now. We're only up to 5. Campus Siagis, you train up some troops. You can, okay. 5 there. We got this army by Captain Cassius. You're going to move in towards... We got to try and get rid of as many of the... Okay, you're getting happier. Can we train any at Domus? Can train some cavalry at Domus, yeah. And then as we move further south, can't really train much at Aquincum, but Segestica, how can we train? Who can we train here? Okay, yep, 5 units at Segestica. And then there will be battles on mainland Italy, so legionary cavalry. These are where we'll obviously have our biggest and best units. So just for now, we'll do that. And then Arretium's probably the same on recruitment. It's just... Oh, wait, no, sorry, that was Arretium. Ariminum is probably the same on recruitment. Actually, it's not. It's less. That's interesting. But there we go. That's quite a few there. Segesta, you can train, surely. Yep, train up 5 of yous. Patavium. Yep, I guess we'll go for the legionary cohort instead. We'll have a good... We'll basically have a good variety is the whole point. Yeah, retrain everyone in Mugilanium. We'll train up some cavalry here. I guess Eovavum's just about close enough to train up troops. Although I do need archers, which at the moment I don't have being trained anywhere. So we'll replace these with some archers. Okay, that'll do there. So let's check the flash flood, faction announcements, coming of age, coming of age. Wow, a lot of coming of age. Okay, lots of buildings done. Lots of recruitment, obviously. Ceasefire between Egypt and the Brutii. That's interesting. Nero, Vabius, and Sabina. Nice. Okay. And we're just going to try and push them where they are strongest. Seems to be here right now. If we can cut them in 2, and then sweep through Greece, maybe. They don't seem to know that. They don't seem to have very strong forces in Greece, and obviously then we'll try and push through, take them out for the mainland as well, because that will really try and cripple them. Okay, so it's just going to be a few end turns while we train up the forces and we just watch what they're doing, because right now we have no writing in everywhere. Betrothed Arya, no, he's far too old. Faction announcements, nice. End of term report, and we're obviously getting all the money from this, enough to just keep training up new troops. Okay, Paralisium is still not quite happy, so we're just going to place these in there, make them a touch happier, and then move our forces south towards the Brutii. Repair everything here. Not really much to be recruiting here, but we can definitely be retraining. That's brilliant. Just retrain the forces. Domus is also training. Okay. Yeah, I guess the plan is to try and split them in half. I guess Tillis would be the best one. It seems a lot less guarded and doesn't need a huge army to be taken. And then we go across, I guess, but they've got a lot of armies here, just a lot of armies that I don't really fancy taking on in fair fights. So that's what we need. We need as many armies as them before we even think about engaging. We just need to keep training up the troops. So that's another end turn. Okay, rioting in Gothi. That's annoying, but there's not so much to be done about it. Retrain everyone then. Recruitment, just I guess keep recruiting. Try and keep on top of that. End of term report, nice. Senate officers assigned. Oh, we got all of them again? We do, yeah, nice. Faction announcements, yeah. Construction reports everywhere, that's good. War declared, of course there is, there's always war. Why have they brought up their armies? I'm very confused. But let's put our armies together here. Not Cassius. Lentulus will lead it.
March, Imperator. Forward! Move out!
Okay. Tavium, you've got 2 units to join the army. Magellanium, you've got 2 units of cavalry to join the army. Everywhere else should be peasantries. Oh, you two are joining as well.
Move out! Moves depleted, sir! Orders.
Put them on the road, that's much easier. Yeah, I'm interested into why they've suddenly moved there, but there's not really much I can do about that. Okay, we move back to Paralisium. There's going to be lots of retrains going on here. Small units needing a retrain. Recruitment, there we go. You're fine actually now with all of the new folks moved in. Okay, now that we're out of this area, we can move fast again. Much further than we could before. Which is interesting. Bit confused because he can barely move. Look at that, he really can't. Okay, so we're just going to move him there. Retrain everyone, please. Recruitment, you're fine. Yeah, you're actually okay. Domus, you're always recruiting, which is nice. Vickers Gothi, you're retraining and basically training up peasants to keep the rabble happy. Okay, now Gestica, you should be training up troops. You are indeed. Let's get a few archers here. Because I noticed there's a second Numerius here can lead an army, which is good. I actually want to try and lead armies with character cards. So I guess we'll train up some cavalry here. Inner Quincum, Campus Arges, you're training. Nice. Paralisium, you should be retraining. But can't, a lot of them will be this turn, I guess. Okay, let's... I don't know where to move him. Yeah, we're going to just move him closer. Because at the moment they think we're still allies, but we're gonna break that, but not yet. Only at a time when we've got the armies to really break them. Legio Nova, let's take the cavalries out of here. You could probably use with some peasantry to keep you happy. And retrain everyone that needs it. Numantia, what were you training? Archers, so you can move south to join each other. Scalabus, you were training regular forces. And Corduba, you are training Praetorians. Quintus is leading the army. And you'll go and I guess you You go stand here,
Move out.
and that's where that army will form up. You're still training more, but let's add some peasantry to that afterwards, so that everywhere is happy is the plan. Should have had peasantry here, we did indeed. Okay, Palmer, can you train up? How can you train? You certainly can. Let's train up some legionary cohorts here and just keep them, basically keep them training the whole time while the forces
General.
inside keep training. Okay, another end turn. See what's going on where. Yep, sure. Young general been added to the family. Worthy life ends. Family member in Parma, that's fine. Everywhere training up. Nice.
Imperator.
Okay, you can.
Imperator.
You're joining the army.
No more moves, sir. Orders. Forward. Orders.
Oh, what? Why is there a Brutii army here? Why is there a Brutii army right here?
Sir.
I would very much like to know.
Move out. No more moves, sir. General.
Okay, you join. Where can you go? You can't really go anywhere.
Sir.
Batavium.
General.
That Brutii army, he better move. He better get out of the way, because he is causing me trouble for no reason. They've got a lot of Praetorian guards. Okay, that probably tells me I need to train up more Praetorian guards than I have been. It's not like we don't have the money for it, so that's what we'll do. We'll keep training the Praetorian guards. But holy moly, we actually can't here, so that's fine. It just means we'll add more infantry forces where we can. Okay, you can though, so it's more turns, adding more forces, but it's necessary. And I guess the cavalry is also necessary. Okay. Numerus is leading this army, so we're going to stand you outside like that. Quincum, you are going to be led by Flavius. Okay. Flavius will also lead an army from Aquincum. Levosis, you're not really training anyone, are you? I don't think so. Okay, so the forces from Campus will move to Flavius. I guess you can go together. That makes it a lot easier to remember where you are. And Perilliciums, you should have still more to retrain. You do, and repair. Okay, good. Captain Cassius, you're just going to stay there and sort of watch what's happening. While Captain Galerius, you're going to do the same, sort of watch after this unit. Retrain the forces here in Vickers and add some cavalries to that. Domus, all of your cavalries can move south. And don't think I need to train more here, because that's just quite a trek from everyone else. Okay, that's fine. Let's keep the training going here as well. Move you to your general, Captain Quintus. You're going to move to your general as well. Numantia's got archers to join him. Nice. Cool. Alright, so the forces will be going together. There's Manius that we just... So I guess Secundus the build... Wait, that means he's probably not a great commander. Yeah, okay, so Manius is actually the better commander, so we'll move him out. Oscar, could you train up some troops to add to this? You can, so you're just going to train up more Praetorian cohorts. You're training archers, that's fine. Carthagena Nova is training cavalry. Corduba is training Praetorian cohorts. Yep, in a bit. You're training... I guess you're training the best you can with the early legionary cohorts. So that's okay. Yeah, this episode's going to be mostly just sort of setting up for the war that is to come. I'm not a fan of this Brutii just standing in the middle with all their cohorts. They've got incendiary pigs, no cavalry, which is good. So we're gonna be lining them up eventually. We don't have any secondary generals around to be leading the army, so it's gonna have to be Lentulus. You've got none. You got one there. General there, Levosis. You haven't got a general either. Campesiarges doesn't have one either. Because doesn't have one either. So Captain Cassius is doing his job out there, out west, east even. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're okay right now to end another turn. Oh, what have we gone? Jump to the... Oh, no, there we go. It's back. Fine. Arya, no, he's too old. City expands. Magontiacum, nice. Faction announcements. Coming of age. Wow, everyone. So the families are just exploding now. Ceasefire in effect. Okay. Okay, you can move up to the general. So can you. Okay, he has moved. Finally, he has indeed moved, which is good. Captain Gnaeus. Everyone can more or less join the force now. Oh, there we go. You can go and command one management. Okay, Patavium, probably that's why. You can go manage Evavum. That'll do nicely. I think he's just come of age, isn't he? Yeah, age 16. So there we go. Okay, so the armies are being raised around the place. We still got so much money, so there's not really any trouble right now with the armies being... Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. They can reach each other as well. With the armies and how they're going to form up. It's just making sure that they're strong enough. Because not everywhere can train like the top troops. For example, can we see these now? We can indeed. Come on, there we go. They're just a lot of Praetorian cohort. What does the little symbol mean, I wonder? The eagle. What does the little eagle mean? Okay. I need to do some Googling and find out what that means. But yeah, look at that. It's all Praetorian cohort. So we will be like outgunned completely if we try to attack them with a weak ass army. I guess we could try and go through them to what is that, Pontus? Yeah, Pontus. It looks like that's kind of their plan though. Look at that, they're already sending men across. Pontus there as well. And the Greeks, are they sending men? No, that's just a ship sort of checking it out. But this whole area is just undefended. It's just so weak. We could push through, taking city after city with like a couple of armies, maybe like 3 armies. But they need to be strong armies. Okay, yeah, it's just gonna be another end turn while all the forces come together. Because this is obviously like we are the superpowers now. I'm probably the biggest. I think I'm definitely the biggest. So now it's just training up all the troops to be able to go and fight. There's not a lot. Yeah, we just need. It needs to basically be all Praetorian Guard, doesn't it? Okay, you two can go across. But the more forces we have, the better. You know, it doesn't. It's not overly complicated. If we have more armies than them, we will probably win, regardless of what their makeup is. Oscar, you're sending troops down. Nice. Mentia. Okay, what about Asturica? I guess you could be helping, couldn't you? Kind of. Don't want to just make more I guess we'll just go for more cavs everywhere, because we're going to now be making two Spanish armies, one under Quintus, which is almost made, which will we get rid of these. So this is a slightly weaker army. This army will just have archers, Praetorian cohorts, and cavalries. Let's swap you around. Okay, no, actually, one more of you, and then the rest will be peasantry. That's fine. Carthaginian Nova. You can't actually train up what I need, so you're fine. Just doing peasantries at the minute. You're training up Praetorians. That's good. Your cavalry. I guess that's fine for the start of the next army, but you're going to move to there. You're moving to there as well. Can you train up? You can. There we go. Another place that can train up Praetorians. Okay, so 2 armies in Spain. One slightly stronger than the other, but they're going to be pushing through Africa. And I guess... I don't know, would an army of peasants to be able to leave them behind in the settlements be a good idea? Because they cost nothing. And if anything, then they won't be used in the fights. We'll be using the proper armies for the fights. So that's an interesting thought. I'll have to think about that properly though. Okay, yeah, move you up. And move you up as well. This is slightly weaker. There's only 3 cohorts in there. But it's okay. We're going to have plenty of forces. There we go. There's some more Praetorians. Add you to the cause. And there's some more Praetorians. There we go. That's perfect. And another set here. You can't really... Yeah, you can never reach them, can you? Let's get rid of the early legionaries and start them into a second army then. Okay, Captain Cornelius. You're going to move into that army then. Again, it'll be the similar situation. We're using these 5 settlements to build up 2 armies, one led by Lentulus and then another led by Captain Cornelius. And then out here is different because we've got these 2 lending to the same place. Cavalry's lending in here. But again, this army is much weaker. So we're going to have to be careful about that. Cavalry, a big push on cavalry might be the idea. This army is very weak. Look at that. It's just way too much auxilia. But we can use the archers. The archers could probably move across, so that's fine. This army's not terrible. There's actually some Praetorians in there. Lots of cav, lots of archers. But you just see there's just so much more. Praetorian, they've got 5 units of Praetorian Guard in their Praetorian cohort. We've only got, what, 3, I think? Yeah, 3. So we're going to have to just try and improve that. Let's move you back here. You're going to cover that bridge. And I want you to just move back as well. So I can see them, but I don't actually need to worry about what I can see. Let's place... Oh, I can't build a watchtower there, and that's fine. I don't really need the auxilia. They're just They're very poor. I only really want to be training up cavalry and archers in these places then, because the infantry are not very strong at all. Yeah, see, look, cavalry being built there, cavalry being built there. It's just going to be cavalry strong armies in the east, which is, to be fair, it's pretty accurate. Murius. See, you've got a weak army. We need more Praetorians everywhere. But that is happening slowly. That is happening slowly. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. This episode is obviously very much just admin. We're preparing for the fights to come. We're not fighting them yet. But we are going to be fighting the Scipii down here. We're going to try and go through Africa, all the way through, and then probably, I guess if we take on Scipii, we break the alliance with the others. So I need to fight them all at once. But Rome is obviously the final target. We can't really... I don't really want to go after Rome before I've taken out the other families. So it's going to be take out the Brutii, take out the Scipii, and then go after Rome. And that'll probably be the victory conditions, actually. But we'll see if we want to go for like world domination. Fighting Egypt will always be difficult. So we'll see what happens there. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I shall catch you next time.